Now, Anokoyemi Bamidele, who has seen that work in Lagos, now is in a position to run, like he said, a collegiate leader. But to say, come, we have ethos, we have a creed that must guide our succession.
As a whole and not necessarily a party?
You know, on the basis of... Yes, he could. Dr. Rahman,
in Nigeria.
Dr. Abdurrahman Mimiko pulled it with Labour Party in Ondo State. Everybody, he had only just... with Labour Party. What I'm trying to say is that we must, and this is another dimension of our politics. A political culture that tends to just glorify. You see all of the agitations going on now. You see all of the going on now. As soon as elections are done and over with, I just asked you a question. Will you give your wedding dress to a tailor in training?
Well, Nigeria is not a wedding dress. We're talking about serious.
Have a lot.
But you're running a campaign and you're being paid to run that campaign.
No,
are you doing it for free?
I'm not even...
Are you doing it for free? Are you doing it for free? Can you go on the record to say you are doing this
Look at
for
it.
free?
Look at Ankin. Where are you from anyway?
Cross River.
Okay, now I know. If anything is happening...
What does that mean?
Look at that trajectory. Leah Limoke to Donald Duke, Leah Limoke, and on and on. Yes, somebody stepped out of line now, but look at the progress that was done, that was achieved when that consistency, when that track trajectory was complied with. I need to get that done in my state. I need fewer people asking me for sustenance. Yes. Well, I need fewer people running the streets with Okada. I need fewer people wondering where the next meal is coming from.
That's a necessary means of transport. Some are saying that he's...
Which cried loud. Again, this... who I am, and I say that very modestly. Listen, I have seen all of this party, the movement of this party, the evolutionary trend of this party, from AC through... No. Fine gentleman. I like him. He's my friend. Unfortunately, I call him a big city, and he calls me away. We're close. But I hope that this doesn't... Yes, these forces, and there's nobody that would deny that. And I'm waiting for people to engage me on this fact. His campaign office today, all of a sudden, had become the campaign... I mean, it used to be the situation office of the governor.
percent in the fight against corruption.
In the Southeast particularly, and what we said is that it is the duty of the political
that accounted for the so-called ban that the government imposed. So eventually, the government had to reverse in these things that have happened, who have endorsed these things, who have been silent on the impunity of the policy of consequence.
Welcome. It's Nimasa this week. There's regulation and promotion of matters affecting our waters. Nimasa bears responsibility for search and
Nigeria, by extension, Africa, is faced with a lot of challenges. If we say there's beauty in our diversity, then let us embrace our diverse culture. We must continue to courageously be the voice of transformation, as we are the hope for the future. Yesterday's conversations shape today. What are you saying to shape your tomorrow? We know you have a lot to say, and we are here to hear you.
Nigeria's Niger Delta region, from where the black gold fuels Africa's largest economy, where the of solutions. Inside the Niger Delta with Mamode Akuga, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region.
Has accused
government area. He moves into the forest of Iba community in Emoha, local government area.
We'll take this matter very serious. Attorney General, all these matters with police, you have to retrieve the files so that we can prosecute the matter on our own. On our own. I don't want any compromises anywhere. And then too, it will not be in the ministry. You have to constitute a legal team. Go and get our friends all over the country. Constitute a legal team so that we can do this prosecution to the last.
Governor Wike directs the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Professor Zacchaeus Adango, a senior advocate of Nigeria, to take over the case files of illegal crude oil refinery operators arrested by the police.
It's a serious matter, and I'm going to take it. If it's a war, it's not poor people, they're a cartel. Yeah. You must go and arrest that chief WJ watcher. You must arrest that Fumara Ohaka. And one you must arrest them. You must. It doesn't matter how highly placed you are. If you like. And I said to Fragome, if you're not willing to do anything, don't promise people. Don't promise people. You told you do more. How can you allow this? How? How? And the DPO that was involved, please tell IG. I have no right to dismiss a police officer. But I tell IG, I don't want the man again in my state. People should take him to another state to do oil bunkering. Not River State.
Perhaps this could be the starting point to restoring clean air in areas affected by soot in the state.
Well, once again, joining us is the local government chairman for Ikwere local government in River State, Samuel Wanosike. People called into the radio station. There was even a protest, and the issue of the suits, which, I mean, every single person who lives in River State understands how serious that is. And of course, we found out that it was as a result of illegal bunkering. But why is it now that the
in the exclusive list, then the state and the local government will have no business to come into it? But, you know, the vice president, a man we respect so much, to come on board. But like this current APC-led federal government, like Nigerians are now used to know, is no more a story for anybody to think about. It's in the marketplace that this federal government is used to shifting goalposts in every issue they have promised Nigerians. First of all, it's unclear to us that the APC-led administration has no plan to talk about hazard we are suffering. Young baby take. So we now have to take our destiny in our hands, since the federal government has abandoned us, like they have abandoned a lot of it. Even what is happening in this security, everybody is now looking for a way to survive.
Okay,
so what the governor have done now is to save the life of the people of it, like he did during the COVID-19. The governor has said.
So why ask local government chairman? I'm sorry.
Local government system. The local government chairman that run the local government has his foot soldiers in all the political wards, and he has information of what is happening. Like, you know, that any crime that lasts more than 48 hours, government is involved. And so because the local government was worried that this activity is not in their purview, they had to wait for this decision to be taken. To make sure all the sites are crossed. As we speak today in the Ikwere local government, all the sites we have identified, even those who are doing trucking and using our routes, we are arresting them and taking them to court, and they are appearing before the court, and they will go to prison. Okay. And we are impounding all the illegal products.
Okay.
Nobody, no stone will be left unturned.
All right.
It has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with how highly placed you are.
State government, in terms of
it's not possible.
Hold on. Let me
the
land.
State government did not promise.
Hang on. Let me finish. Now, it is the duty of every state government to, one way or the other, better the laws of people, and these people that are hosting this illegal.
Hold on, before you even ask this question, I want to ask you a question. Do you say
I'm asking the
that
question.
President Muhammad Buhari? Okay, no, hold on. In answering you, let me just make this analogy. Are you saying his promises that he made to Nigerians, restructuring, fighting a hole to close another hole? No, you cannot.
River State. About
now,
the underemployment in the state.
Hold on now. Unemployment in River State. River State government is providing. What will you do with the money? First of all, we run a federal system. If River State government want to attract foreign investment today into River State, we need an approval from the federal government. Okay. That's why we're talking about restructuring.
Okay.
You're still taking us back to that place. We're talking about restructuring. If you restructure the federal system properly, and you say we owe the federal government to pay them tax, that it is us now to manage our resources. We should manage the oil and the gas. We should have our own state police. Then the River State government can say, we are going to get partners all over the world to come and invest in River State. And truly, Tom, River State, actual treasure base of this nation. Okay. We are the treasure base of Nigeria, but we've been stifled by the federal government, who has locked up all our available resources, even during COVID.